Hello and welcome to Musician versus Musician, where every week we talk about a podcast, where every week we talk about a music thing. Sometimes it's a band, often it's a band, it's always a band.
Matt's definitely tired.
When we're lazy, we don't talk about bands.
Yeah?
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 Yeah.
It's accusational.
When you're not there, we talk about bands. We don't talk about bands.
Yeah, you're useless.
It was pretty fun though. You know, we got the most listens on that.
What, the one with Lou?
The one with Lou.
Oh, like, squeeze me, that's rude. But everyone fed back, like, I preferred it when it was either the three of you.
We did get a couple of a fair amount of feedback where it was like, maybe have Leia back. It's like, I was like, why? And they were like, well, you guys were really, really nice to each other.
Yeah, like, I feel like there's the real humor in how much we hate each other.
Nah, you're right. No, not really.
No,
She can't hear this because I'm speaking really quietly. But
What did you say?
really, nobody likes her.
I'm sure
Not-
I can hear you.
Leia's mum told me that she didn't like her either.
She's gonna listen to this and be like,
Right, so this week we're doing this from a car on the way back from a gig in ye old Swansea.
You really struggled with that sentence.
I was
didn't you?
gonna do the accent and then I thought we have primarily Welsh listeners. Yeah, we did a gig. How did it go, Leia?
I thought it went very well. No one turned up, but it was very fun.
Yeah, we did it in Sin City, which was a pretty nice venue.
Yeah.
But we did fuck up one song. Both of us fucked it pretty hard. Holiday.
I think we recovered really well from that.
I was so pitchy for me, and then you just didn't do part of it. You know
It's
it's
not
bad
like
when Leia just stops.
Honestly, I don't even know why I stopped for that long. I just think I was waiting for something to happen, and then was like, oh wait, it's me. Oh no.
Like every member of the band turned to you to be like,
And I was
no,
like,
come on.
I was like, whoops.
But yeah, it was fun. Brief shout out to Excursia and Trap. Was it Trap?
I assume that's how it's pronounced. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, it's not Track. It's T-R-E-P, right?
T-R-E-P, yeah.
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 Okay, those guys were great.
Yeah, they were pretty cool actually. Those I hadn't heard before, you know?
Yeah, Excursia's lead vocalist, Lou, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty intense guy. Now,
Lou's sound, I like Lou.
little known fact to anyone who's listening to this, or maybe everyone who's listening to this, Leia's old band was called Excursia as well.
No.
We just made the driver
maybe
laugh.
that they were. Nah, I feel like I should have let you know this in advance. That was my old band.
Oh
the
my
same one.
god! Wow,
Yeah.
you did not fit in.
That's a lie. I fit in very well.
That's true, they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
I didn't meet their new drummer actually.
No, he's not the chattiest, is he? I didn't either.
Don't know, I didn't meet him. Oh, okay. Sorry, we're getting
Violently
feedback from
gestured to-
off screen, off mic.
Yeah, off mic.
Yeah, it's been very good actually. Driver's been pretty sick.
Nice. That was a face.
Right, what are we talking about this
We
week?
are talking about a band.
A band.
I have a band prepared this time.
Yeah, because we're doing this in the car, you're only getting like 20 to 30 minutes of this.
Yeah.
Oh god, good luck to me listening back to this awful dreck. But is that a word? Don't think so.
I have no idea.
Well, now
I
it
feel
is.
like you've made it up.
I'm gonna put it in all our songs.
Hell yeah. So I've got a grunge band today. Do you wanna have a guess? It's a pretty there's
Okay.
not that many huge grunge bands.
Nirvana.
No.
The Foo Fighters.
They are not a grunge band.
Batman.
Well, Batman is a grunge band, but that's not what I was thinking of.
Yeah, everyone listen to Batman. I really want every listener to just start
Try it and be
searching
like, oh, I
Batman.
was lied to.
Yeah, we lie all the time. My name's not even Matt. Oh, did we introduce ourselves?
No, you didn't.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Leia.
Hey.
Yay, we got to the end.
We're also part of a band or something.
I don't know.
So, a grunge band. How many more guesses do I get?
You can have more or less as many as you want.
Right, I want 12 teen.
Okay. Can you name that many grunge bands?
I legitimately don't know any grunge bands.
Are you out of guesses then?
Nirvana was my only guess.
Okay. Well, it's not them.
Okay.
Today we're going to talk about Pearl Jam.
Oh, okay. I should have got that.
Yes, you should.
That's embarrassing. Me pretending that I know what bands are called.
God. Pathetic. So they started in Seattle in 1990 along with most of the other grunge bands, really, because it was sort of a Seattle scene, wasn't it, that kind of time? Fun fact.
Nah.
No. You're just going to disagree with everything in this podcast.
Nah.
Oh, it's gone now. You kept me talking too long. So yeah, actually in 2015 it was their 25-year anniversary of their performing and of their albums.
Of Pearl Jam?
Yes. No, of the other person that we're talking about.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Nirvana. You said Kurt Cobain was born in Seattle.
He was, wasn't he?
I don't know.
But that's no, we're still like I feel like we need to separate from the Nirvana thing. I think I've got some stuff on them a little bit later on.
Okay, so to clarify for the listeners, we are talking about Nirvana.
No, oh my God!
We're talking
I'm
about-
tired to put up with you right now.
We're talking about The Clash.
Yeah, The Clash.
Okay.
Yeah.
On with The Clash. Let's talk about London Calling, which I've heard a million times played in the incorrect context.
Such as.
Like, they played it over the Olympics advert. It's like, guys, it's about a post-apocalyptic London.
Is it?
Yeah. It's fucked. And, like, everyone's like, oh, it's such a nice song about how great London is. Shut up.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a happy tone though.
No. Also, London, fuck off. You're shit and I hate you. That's my controversial corner for this week.
Because
Yeah. London can fuck off.
Okay. It's a lovely opinion to have.
Oh, don't pretend you don't hate London too.
I mean, it's fun for like a day or two, and
no,
I'm
it's
like,
fun
I
for
wanna
10
go.
minutes, and then everyone's busy and pushing me around.
I feel like you're just annoyed at the world today.
I'm just annoyed at the fact that we're not doing a report on Pearl Jam. We're talking about Nirvana.
Oh my God! This podcast is going to be the same length as all the other ones just because you spent 25 minutes before we talk about it winding me up.
I have managed to make 7 minutes out of me riffing on nothing.
Like we've got through the first sentence so far.
Nice. That's why my Slipknot one took so long, because we had so many diversions.
It's hard, okay? I'm distracted easily.
Yeah, you are.
So are you.
Like a bear in a honey store.
I feel like it'd be like really committed to doing something, to be honest. I don't think it'd be very distracted. I think it'd be like, I'm in the honey shop, I'm on the case.
It's a honey store,
Yeah, sorry,
as in
I'm
where
not American.
they store the honey,
That's
not
even better,
not
you
where
just
they shop
take it.
for it.
You
Yeah, but he's
better.
trapped in. The door's locked.
Best day ever.
No, he can't get out. He's struggling to breathe. The honey's-
Does it not have a vent?
It's
a
an
storeroom?
airtight container.
Is the honey storeroom in a vacuum?
Get out, Winnie, get out.
I'm so done with you already. Am I allowed to continue?
I mean, no one was stopping you.
I think you were, personally.
Now you're stopping yourself.
Well, maybe I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, you're not really talking to
It's
me.
the end of the podcast.
You're
Bye.
talking to the listeners. Just address them.
What? And just pretend that you're not there.
Yeah, all
That's what we
right.
get through most days. Are you actually allowed now?
Go on, go for it.
Alright! So they've...
So, start the sentence by talking about the correct band, which is Nirvana.
Nah,
Yeah?
I'm gonna fucking chin you. So they've had 10 studio albums.
10?
Yes.
Is that Nirvana?
Boy.
Alright, Pearl Jam have had 10 studio albums.
Yes, they have.
I got us to the 9-minute mark just by winding you up. Go on, that's a third of the podcast done, mate. We're basically done now.
Yeah. They've had 85 million albums sold.
Oh,
on a worldwide
bloody hell.
basis, so that's lots and lots.
Yeah. For context, for anyone out there who needs a scale, we've sold 2.
To be fair, we've been streamed more than that.
That's true.
We've had
But not
quite a lot of
85 million times.
No, that's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
I'll let us off because they're a bit bigger.
A little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah. The latest album was called Lightning Bolt, and it was released in 2013, so they're still like fairly active, isn't it?
That's what, 5 years ago now.
Yeah, but they're still touring and stuff.
Okay. I
They
guess you
probably
slow
got-
down on the making new music
Yeah.
when at a certain level, you know.
Yeah. Like, once you've got enough to like have a little bit of variation in a full like hour and a half set list, it's not so urgent anymore. is it?
Yeah. And if you genuinely don't have any ideas for a while, that's fine.
Yeah, don't force it. Like once you've done 10 albums, like I get it if you're a little bit short for ideas.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah. Apparently that album Lightning Bolt actually hit #1 on the top 200 charts and #1 on iTunes in over 50 countries, which is pretty cool.
Decent.
And they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in April of 2017.
I misheard you there. So I heard the wrong Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's
I was like,
definitely what it is.
yeah. Oh, it's the guys. We're really sorry, but we put you in the wrong one.
Like, we made it a real bad issue.
Like-
Like, you can't be in the actual one now because you're already in the wrong one. Like,
It's
you've
just
got to
like,
put in like a formal form. to
what
get
bands
yourself
would be in the
removed.
wrong Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I feel by popular vote it would probably be Nickelback.
Ugh, get
But I
rid of them.
wouldn't- You don't dislike them that much.
I like one song from each of their albums because it's usually the one that makes me feel feelings, but the rest of them sound the
Makes you feel
same.
feelings.
Yeah, like Lullaby on their Here and Now album made me feel feelings.
I really don't know enough about them to comment on that. Like, I haven't listened to
Well,
them.
you know, Saving Me,
No,
Someday,
no.
How You Remind Me.
Yeah, I know that one.
All right, it's that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some more information?
Yeah, we've got what, 2 lines?
No, I've done a fair bit actually.
All right, okay.
So this is about the lineup. So the vocals is Eddie Vedder, obviously. Do you actually know much about Eddie Vedder?
No,
I don't know
I
if
know
you-
the name, and I'm pretty sure if you spoke about him, I'd remember a lot, but not off the top of my
I
head.
think we've talked about it before. Mike McCready is lead guitar. That's a good name.
I know him, like personally.
So Stone Gossard apparently is lead rhythm guitar.
His name is Stone.
Yeah, like it just says Stone.
Solid as a rock. That's a joke for every Arrested Development fan listening.
Jesus. I'm not an Arrested Development. Like I haven't watched it, so
You
I'm
should
just
you should watch it. It's funny. It's
I
weird.
probably should, but
Yeah.
there we are. And Jeff Ammon on the bass, which is pretty cool. I always feel like people don't give enough attention to basses. I've just realised that, like, okay, wait, I was like, oh wait, where's the drummer? Because I wrote this obviously for the last podcast and haven't read it since. I was like,
Mhm.
oh wait, yeah. They've had a few different drummers, I think. There's a lot of lineup changes, but I think they've been pretty consistent with every other member of the band but drummers. So there's that. They've had I think they've had, how many is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 drummers, I think.
Oh, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, so they've had a few.
How many guitarists are we up to?
With permanent ones.
Yeah. Or ones we've offered positions to.
If we've offered, I'm not counting it.
Oh, okay, alright, fair.
Then I would just like consider it,
Okay.
2/4, depending on how you want to look at it. It was worth it.
Getting close to that goal.
Yeah. So there was a lot of, I don't know if you know much about like grunge as a timeline, but grunge was basically like the incest of music. Like all of the bands basically had a circulation of the same members, and
Mhm.
lots of like you take 3 members from one band and they'd go on to form another really famous grunge band just
Uh-huh.
because giggles.
And they all wore plaid.
Yeah. So I've got a little bit about the incest of grunge years. Gossard and Ammon were members of the band Green River, which were also pretty big in the mid 80s.
Haven't heard of him.
I think, well, they're marked as having moderate to success.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I think I'm aware of them, but I've never really listened to them.
That's fair.
This is really hard to read in the car.
Like me and Mushroom Head last week.
Yeah. Like, I'm aware of them, but, apparently they had a real stylistic division between those two and their other bandmates, which were not really marked as being a part of anything else particularly famous, I don't think. So in 87, they played with the Malfunction vocalist Andrew Wood. Do you know Malfunction?
Nope.
They're a really famous grunge band.
I have heard of them, but I don't know them.
I think you'll have heard the next one as well. And
Is it Nirvana?
it was the vocalist of Malfunction they worked with. So he went on to create the band Mother Love Bone, also really famous grunge band.
Nothing. No.
I thought
I thought you were
might
going to
know
say Wolf Mother. I was like, they're not grunge, mate.
that. Yeah, I was going to say that.
I like Wolf Mother.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay.
Are you a Wolf Mother fan?
I've not really listened to them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
They're pretty intense,
Okay.
guitar-wise anyway.
Yeah. So obviously then Mother Love Bone were all signed later on. They did pretty well. Apparently they signed them just before 1990.
Who
they
signed
did
them?
one album, and then 4 months later their lead singer, I believe it was the lead singer, died of a heroin overdose.
Oh,
so
nice. We
not
know
as long as
something
you'd
about
like.
that.
Sorry?
We know something about that.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
You died of a heroin overdose.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're a ghost.
Yeah.
That's why you're so pale.
I was always pale. Like I was a junkie. I was definitely pale before as well.
Sorry, there's Mum. This is a rough time to find out.
To find out that I'm actually, I'm dead and back and confused generally. Before anyone asks, no, I don't know what happened. I wasn't allowed to know. Ah, it's gone away. It's hard to read. So obviously they were really upset by the death of this singer, which ended up with the band splitting up. So then Gossard went on to write harder material, then not seriously harder, but a bit more heavy than he had been. Then he started working with Mike McCready. He was in the band Shadow. They broke up. I don't think they were particularly famous either, not majorly anyway. So they were as a trio for a while because he connected with Amen. So then they set up a demo tape and they gave it to former Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Jack Irons.
Ooh, Jack Irons.
Yeah, which is a good name. I like that name. Irons is a good surname. So they asked if he would be interested, and
Do you think he's related to Jeremy Irons?
I hope so.
Do you know who that is?
No. I just thought I'd go along with it because I can't be bothered to argue with you right now.
Wait, have you seen Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice?
No.
Oh. Well, he's Alfred in that.
Okay.
He's very famous.
Okay.
He's English.
I might know him if I saw him.
I think he's English.
Okay. I love you don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay. So yeah, they gave the demo tape to that drummer, and he then I don't think he agreed to be in the band, but he passed it on to Eddie Vedder to see if he wanted to sing for them, as they didn't have a vocalist at the time.
And he said, Kurt, get over here.
Come on, Kurt, get involved. No, at the time he was in the band Bad Radio, listened to the tape, and then later went surfing, and then he immediately wrote 3 songs off the bat, riffing with what they'd done, which, as he described, as a mini opera.
Did you know that the band Bad Radio, they are famous for recording the song "Video Killed the Radio Star"?
Have you made that up?
Yep. I didn't listen to whatever you last said because I was like thinking of that joke.
That was tragic. Okay. You'd probably be quite interested in this bit, so I'm going to take you back through it. So I want to talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So he listened to the tape.
Eddie.
Yes, Eddie listened to the tape. He went surfing and he immediately.
So American.
I know. So apparently some lyrics came to him, and he basically immediately recorded the vocals to 3 songs, which he later described as a mini opera entitled Mama and Son.
Okay.
The songs were Alive, Once, and Footsteps.
She said, have I got a little story for you?
He's got a cool voice.
He has got a cool voice. But have you actually listened to these songs?
Mama and Son?
No, they're Alive, Once, and Footsteps.
No.
Really, really good songs. I suppose we won't be listening to them in this podcast as we're in the car. But
I guess I can put them on.
yeah, you can do it.
I can do it in my free time.
Like you
When I'm
guys-
editing this in.
Yeah, Alive and Once are probably the good ones to
Alright.
have in it. Top-notch songs. But these songs, they come together to be one quite unpleasant story.
Okay.
So warning to anyone that doesn't like that sort of thing. This is
Anyone who doesn't like stories, fuck off.
unpleasant stories, leave. So
Oh man, we are more aggressive now.
yeah. So the first one is Alive. that song is about a boy whose father dies, and his mother, seeing the resemblance from son to what was her husband, ends up forcing him into an incestual relationship.
Jesus.
So in Alive, it's all. I think it's mostly all kind of from the boy's perspective, but a little bit third personally as well. Like basically saying, "Oh, it's bad, but I'm still alive," type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Once is the story of that boy going completely mental, like just complete breakdown of his psyche after that experience for so long, and he goes out on a killing spree, basically.
Nice.
And, it's not very not very graphic then in the way it's quite subtle in the way it talks about these things. Like you can listen to them and not know what it's about. And then the trilogy ends on Footsteps, which is him. Because he's obviously arrested for this, and he's sentenced to death, and it's on him reflecting on what he did from his cell, knowing that he's going to be put to death. So it's a fun trilogy. Those are the first 3 songs he wrote for the band.
Nice.
So, cool. In at the deep end there, really.
Well, I guess he was surfing, so it's pretty deep.
Oh my god, that was tragic.
That was the best joke of the day.
Yeah, that's not saying a lot.
That was a joke today.
Oh god. So yeah, they later got Dave Cruzen, I believe, on drums, and the band took the name Mucky Blaylock.
Mucky Blaylock.
That was their original name.
Mucky Blaylock.
Apparently,
We're gonna steal it.
Apparently, it was a reference to the then active basketball player Mucky Blaylock, which is a cool
Makes
name.
sense.
They played its first official show at a cafe in Seattle with a
Say Seattle with an American accent.
Seattle.
Nice. Doesn't usually do accents for me.
No, I think it's just because I've heard a lot of grunge documentaries that say it.
Seattle.
So I'm comfortable with that word. That's the only word I can do.
Chicago.
That was not so good. So they played
New
their
York.
first gig.
You're just
Done.
listing.
Just listing places. Yeah.
Wales.
Oh my god.
There you go. That was a good one.
Are you done?
Scotland.
Oh, I'm struggling.
Glasgow.
Oh god.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't good. That was horrendous.
Go on then.
Right, so they played their first gig in October of 1990. Then in December of 1990, they opened for Alice in Chains.
That's pretty cool.
I assume that Alice in Chains weren't that big then, as they were also part of that movement that was about then. But also, that's
Alice in
pretty
Chains were
bragging rights.
grunge? Are they still grunge? Is that what we call
Yeah,
them?
they're grunge.
Oh, okay.
They signed to Epic Records as Mucky Blaylock, and then they later changed themselves to Pearl Jam. They said that the name Pearl Jam was a reference to his great-grandmother Pearl, who was married to a Native American, and had a special recipe for,
Jam.
yeah, a type of jam with a funny name that I can't pronounce.
Well, can I see it?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh wait, I can't. It's
This
too
is really
small.
hard to do.
Peyote.
Peyote laced jam.
Okay. Oh, and you did write a lot for this report.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up so you can get through it.
Yeah, Lord. So a Rolling Stone did a cover story on it, and then Eddie Vedder later admitted that he'd made the whole thing up. That's not true at all. He did have a great grandmother with the name Pearl, but apparently that Ament came up with the name Pearl, and the band later settled on Pearl Jam after attending a Neil Young concert.
Interesting.
I don't really. It doesn't say how they got from Neil Young to Pearl Jam, but
Man, I'm a bigger fan of Neil Diamond.
I have no idea who that is. I
Neil
know the name,
Diamond?
but I don't know who he is.
Sweet Caroline?
Okay. At
Bum,
Driver,
bum,
you can keep doing that
bum.
as long as you want, and I don't know what
Good
he's done.
times never seem so good.
I think so.
Dun dun dun, I've been inclined.
You done?
Bum bum bum.
You done?
To believe. Go on.
So much like Nirvana, the band members did not like success at all. apparently it was most stressful for Eddie Vedder, as in most of the popularity does end up falling on the frontman a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They received 4 awards at the 1993 MTV Music Awards
Nice.
for its video Jeremy. Have you heard the song Jeremy?
No.
That is a good song. You should listen to it. That one's also about a killing spree. Fun
I
fact.
think a lot of these I have heard, I just don't know the names of them.
Yeah.
Because I had in my old band, one of the guys there loved Pearl Jam and he used to put them on all the time. So I think
Yeah,
I've
you will
heard
have
like
heard them.
all of them, but
Yeah. So the awards that they received for that included Video of the Year and Best Group Video. As a result of this, when they made the song Black, which we are planning to cover at an acoustic gig, what are you mining?
Sweet
Mining.
Caroline.
Okay. Yeah, so the song Black that we're going to cover, they refused to make a video of it, despite being really pressured by the label because they did not want to win awards for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish we had that problem.
So apparently this made a real trend of bands refusing to make videos for songs. Apparently Eddie stated that he felt that the concept of music videos robbed listeners from creating their own interpretations.
I actually do agree with that. There are a lot of music videos that just aren't how I interpreted the song at all,
I
and
like
often are random and stupid.
Yeah, I like it when it's not a storytelling video. I like
Yeah.
it when you're basically just seeing videos of the band performing.
Oh yeah, I like those videos.
Yeah. But like if you make a story video, it's a little bit more.
Or like a dramatized performance video, so like you'll have the band playing and you'll cut to like the lead singer in a dark room, whatever, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just vague.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apparently Ammon said 10 years from now I don't want people to remember our songs as videos, which is entirely fair enough, isn't it? This is a fun fact that I really do like Pearl Jam and I did not know this. So this is your time, Nirvana. They brought
Wait,
grunge-
who have we been talking about so far?
Boy. So they brought grunge to the mainstream in the 1990s with Nevermind, but Pearl Jam's debut album 10 outsold it.
Can you sing Nevermind?
No.
See, I didn't start singing it because I can't either. So.
Okay. It's not gonna happen. So
Alright, go on, keep going.
yeah, they were described as the most popular American rock and roll band of the 90s.
Yeah, that's fair play.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
I'm talking about Pearl Jam now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. As long
I
as
don't
you
like
know.
Nirvana that much. I think Pearl Jam are better.
You hadn't heard of them a minute ago.
No, like I said, I've heard all their songs. I just,
In passing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't like Nirvana very much. Sorry, Nirvana fans.
Okay.
What have you got to say to
Anyone's
that?
going to be that offended.
Wait, do you like Nirvana?
They're alright.
Yeah, they're right. That's fair.
I just I'm really in the mood for something that laid back.
Yeah, I agree. And if I am, I'm going to put on a Disney musical.
I respect that in a way. So, as it was described, the music has a workman-like mid-tempo chug
Yeah.
of most of their songs, but it's just melodic enough to get like people that are quite alternative to sing to something,
Mhm.
which is not something you get a lot of the times in heavier shows, which is quite fun.
It's true.
Like, it's normally a lot of hair,
A lot of head banging,
Yeah.
not so much singing along.
Yeah. So they've notably inspired quite a lot of bands, from Silverchair, Puddle of Mud, The Strokes.
Ooh, I like the Strokes.
Yeah. So they were inspired by Pearl Jam, which is nice. And yeah, they've really become like, even if you don't really know Pearl Jam, you kind of background know them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they're really ever present.
They're prolific.
Oh. Yes,
Oh.
Kurt Cobain was born. Kurt Cobain was born in Seattle.
Oh, nailed it.
I'm not sure why I've got that written here, really.
Why are there so many spaces on your document?
I don't know. I don't know where most of this has come from.
She's just scrolling through a document, guys. She's not.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
skipping
not
a
being
lot of
useful.
stuff.
Well, it's just a timeline, but I didn't think so much of it was a timeline. We can go through it if you want.
Your call. You're the report giver.
I don't know. How long have we done?
We've done half an hour.
Well, do you want a timeline of grunge or not?
Oh yeah, go for it. Go on.
Okay.
Wait. Of grunge generally.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should save that because next week, spoilers to the listeners, I want to do something on genre. We've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Okay, we'll do a history of grunge next week.
Yeah, well, you do history of grunge and I'll do history of something else.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds cool.
And we'll talk about genres and things.
Yeah.
Alright. Was
I'll
that
find
it?
out
Was that
from
your
you.
whole thing?
Yeah.
That was the whole report?
Yeah.
What have you, wait,
I
what?
still did 25 minutes.
No,
We
I'm just
normally
saying,
only do
what did
25
we
minutes
end
each.
on? Because I think because it just didn't have an ending.
No, I thought I had something else, but I don't.
What was the last thing you said?
Wait, let me find it. That they were credited for inspiring a lot of bands, and they
Oh, yeah, okay.
feel rich in the background of rock culture.
Can you say that in a real like windy uppy way? Like I'll play the Scrubs music.
Yeah, okay. So in a real summary for the band, they've been credited for inspiring a lot of from indie to rock scene 90s era urban bands, and they've since then evolved into rich rock music culture in plenty of the world.
There you go, that was nice.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done for playing along.
Resolution.
Yeah. Alright, well that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, alright.
Yeah, I like
Man,
that.
our reports are so different. You're so loosey-goosey,
Yeah.
and I'm so
I think it's
good
like,
at it.
I always leave it until the last minute. Like, I don't think I've ever done it without it being.
I think
like, 8
Slipknot
minutes.
took me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They usually I do it over the space of a week because I like to watch some videos on them. Because a lot of the time I don't really know the band that I'm talking about. Although I did phone it in quite a lot with Hannah Montana because there was like nothing to
God.
talk about.
Yeah, you did really, really put some effort into that one, didn't you?
Phoned that.
That was a long one.
Yeah, because Hannah Montana's great. Everybody, go listen to her.
Yeah.
Leia, do the ice cream freeze.
We're in a car.
Strike a pose. Then you do the milkshake. Shake it down low. She's doing it, everyone. She's
Yeah,
really
sure, why
enjoying
not?
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the audio medium of podcasts. I can
Yeah.
just make up whatever I want.
Oh, that's a dragon!
Oh,
Ah!
Nah, it's not a dragon, it's a chicken.
Oh.
It's just breathing fire.
Ah!
Nice.
And it's coming towards the car.
Nah, it's alright. It can't fly. It's just
It's a
walk.
chicken.
We hit it, we killed it already.
It fell off the bridge, as it turns out.
Oh. Alright. Nice. What do we usually do at the end of this podcast?
Socials.
Oh yeah, and we do a question.
Oh yeah, do we have a question?
Well, this week I thought you could ask me a question, and it could be anything, and then I'll ask you a question. Alright, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite color, and how does it make you feel? And if you had to pick a song to embody that color, which one would you pick?
This is a really long-winded question.
Yeah, it's got multiple clauses to it.
Yeah. So, on the theme of Pearl Jam, I will go with yellow because I don't particularly have a favorite color, but I feel like yellow's pretty neglected in that way.
So you're picking it to be alternative. Guys,
I don't
She
have a
is a
favorite colour.
hipster
I don't have a
through
favorite.
and
No, but there's
through.
a reason. There's
Alright.
a reason. So this connects to the song Jeremy by Pearl Jam
Okay.
because there's quite a prominent line in there which talks
Jeremy.
about him drawing.
you're the best coloring in with the color yellow.
No, he's drawing and he draws a lemon yellow sun in the corner of his page, and that's a notable line in the song.
He draws it.
Yeah.
Does he color it in?
I don't know. I
Well,
assume
then how
so.
do you know it's
He probably
lemon
did it
yellow?
with a crayon to start with.
Yeah, he better
I'm
have
assuming,
done.
like, he's not like 6, but I want him to be. I think he's supposed to be like 14, 15 in this. so
Alright,
probably
okay.
not.
Well, you can still color in at any age. Let
Yeah,
that be
but
a
I'm just
lesson
saying,
to
yeah,
all our
unlikely-
listeners.
Yeah.
You won't get judged for coloring in
Oh,
with
no.
crayons by Wild Abyss.
Yeah, we won't
Hey.
judge you. If anything, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
so yellow because of a song.
Yeah.
And what does it make you feel?
I don't know. Nothing. I am emotionless. I'm an empty shell of a person. I'm
Okay.
dead, remember? Do I feel anything?
Yeah, that's true. I guess you feel like a tingly sensation when people walk through your...
Yeah, I mean, I was a junkie in my day, so I didn't feel anything other than crave anyway.
Alright, your turn.
Can I ask the same question?
No,
But I want to know.
you can't be lazy.
But I want to know.
Well, we'll talk about it off mic.
I'm okay with that.
But- I was about to say the customers don't get to know, but
The
you guys aren't
customers.
customers. What should we call you? What did I call them the other day?
I have no idea.
Don't
Why
remember.
would I remember?
The live lessians. Because they eat well and they live less.
Yeah. Classic wah line.
That stands for Wild Abyss, everyone.
Yeah, every time
She's
I
not
see
just
my
crying.
arm, I'm like, wah. For what reason do you take such great pleasure in irritating me? And what song would you assign to be in the background of these moments if you could?
So it's not always just you.
Okay.
For some reason, I don't really know the reason, I get joy. I think it's because I associate it with friendship.
Okay.
I only really do it to people who I like.
That's fair.
But I also don't really do it, I don't do it as much to partners and things, because I think I recognize that, like, on some level, they can't escape me as much as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if I would just want to leave, it's a bit easier.
exactly. You could just jump out of the car right now.
Like, bye.
Thank goodness she didn't. Nah,
I
she
mean,
did.
I
She's
might
gone,
still.
everyone.
Bye.
But she's a ghost, so she just floated back in.
Yeah, I jumped out of it and then remained suspended next to the car as you drove along.
This ghost bit is one of our worst bits. It's terrible.
Honestly, it was so just tired at this point. I'm not. even
Yeah.
surprised.
Alright, what song do I imagine playing in the background?
Yeah. That car
I-
number plate that says Ebo.
I told you a trick that I do when I stand next to people sometimes at the urinal. You'll whistle a tune that is just
Just doesn't make
nonsense.
sense.
It's just I'm whistling random notes. I think that's what I imagine playing.
Okay.
It's just me whistling
Uh,
like random nonsense.
Well, it doesn't. If anything, yeah, it adds something to it.
Yeah, or maybe some kind of like background music for a Charlie Chaplin film. That's usually
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
You seen a lot of Charlie Chaplin?
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never really like settled.
That's fair. It's not very long usually, apart from obviously his later stuff. Oh, now I'm thinking about film history. I was about to ask you a question about who your favourite silent film artist is, but probably
I'm not
won't.
gonna have an answer to the question. Yeah.
Is it Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin?
Charlie Keaton.
That's not anyone. Ugh, my degree is such a joke to you
It is. It
and the
really
world.
is.
Alright, well, I guess we'll call that a day.
Yeah.
Sorry you're not getting 2 reports. It's because we have to use one of our phones to do this, and I didn't want to like record across things.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
It's just gonna, like, you'll get half the episode where it'll sound.
Honestly,
Terrible.
We've had a busy week or so. I'm just nah.
I've got a report ready.
Have you?
Yeah, but I'll keep it for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll do something on genre next week.
Yeah.
We should probably get on top of this so we've got one recorded for when we don't
Yeah,
want to do a
need
week.
to do that.
But other than that,
We all good.
yeah, nothing to say. We've got a gig coming up in Wales at the end of the month, so come to that
Yeah.
if you're in Swansea.
It's
If
fun.
you're not in Swansea,
Come anyway.
if you're in Aberdare,
Yeah.
if you're in Coaman, got it. Second
Are
time.
you specifically telling my mother to come?
No, I was just thinking of places that I know the name of.
Oh, okay.
Cardiff,
Yeah.
France.
France. Yeah. Come
Yeah,
on,
if
come
you're
on,
in
gig, come on,
France.
Come on.
It'll be a good one.
You can stay with us.
Worth your time.
Yeah.
They cannot stay with us. Absurd. Right, but we are at Wild Abyss on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That's it.
Probably.
We should get a Snapchat.
We would look at like. I don't use Snapchat. I'm pretty sure
I
you
don't use
it
Snapchat.
either.
No, I don't like Snapchat.
We're both useless at it.
We
so-
barely use the band Instagram. Oh, we should have taken a bloody picture and put it on Instagram.
They're our foes.
I feel bad though. Oh, we miss you, Lou. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back soon.
Does he still listen to the podcast?
He probably listens to the ones he's not on.
Well, yeah.
But he's busy at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got his internship.
Yeah.
What a willy.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
It is
He's
disrespectful.
been away for like 4 million years.
Yeah, we miss you, Lou. Anyway, this is tedious now
Yeah.
for anyone who's not Lou. So,
Liz at home like, ah.
so yeah, we're doing a gig at the end of the month. Leia's dad is playing with us, which is pretty cool.
Beast.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I met him. He's really nice and not as scary as he was when he messaged me a bunch of threatening messages.
To be fair, that was funny.
Yeah, but it's scary.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Would it be more funny for me if I wasn't there when he sent it?
I didn't sleep that night, so nah,
That's a
I'm
lie,
kidding. It was
yeah.
fine. He sent it to us when we were in band practice.
Yeah, and I was like, the worst part is we'd had the conversation like a week before it.
Yeah.
I was like egging him on to do it. I didn't think he was going to do it a week late. I thought he was going to do it at the time or not at all. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Alright, so yeah, at Wild Abyss, follow us, please, talk to us. If you want to recommend a topic, do it, because sometimes we listen. Sometimes when we're out of ideas, we listen.
Yeah.
Alright, we have another, how long in this car?
Half hour, 40 minutes.
Half hour, 40 minutes, that's not too bad.
Not that long,
Alright,
actually.
sweet.
I thought that was going to be a lot longer than it was.
Well, wish us good luck, guys, and wish our driver good luck for listening to us.
Puts up with a lot.
Alright, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.